Fell. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quentin Coples with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This one away by the punter, Dar. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play clock winding down. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
All right, now look at 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Butker now to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, this is Rawls. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Wilson on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Going deep for end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green, 39.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to take it. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've come upon, and before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through him. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quentin Coples in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Coples in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it here with Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They run again with Hunt. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, that's Hunt, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. A little juke. Ooh, the juke. Tyler Lockett, the 40, past the 20. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third. Contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, it's Hunt, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Wilson, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And even 60 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah,
you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter of MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Wilson back into his end zone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Seahawks going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
And tough starting field position here. To throw is Wilson. To throw from his end zone. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 8 on the gain there. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. Again, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got some space here. Tyler Lockett, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he'll escape to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.